Clements Homebrew.
Coming at ya.
On Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
And we've got a special 4-part series going on here. You know, we've got a fresh, turkey cooking.
We do.
And it's actually on the barbecue right now, smoking with hickory smoke. We've got a duck in the oven.
I saw the duck.
Wonderful foods. And what better to go with duck and turkey than some Flemish ale, Flanders Reds. And, we recently had the Michael from Hair of the Dog, but, we wanted to do a 4-part series on some of the more known, maybe one of them less, but more known Flanders Reds that are out there. We're going to do this all in one night with small little tasters. We've got our little tasting glasses. And we're going to try to keep this not too long.
Don't worry, I have my taster too. One
thing that I want to mention, though, is that a lot of the time we see these incorrectly categorized as an Oud Bruin. And an Oud Bruin falls in the category of Flanders Brown, which if as a judge you go through, that's a 17C in definition as opposed to 17B, which is a Flanders Red. And the basic difference between the two is the Flanders Red, though it has like the black cherries and things, tends towards the lighter fruits. Whereas the Flanders Brown Ale, has more of your raisins and figs and, both can have plums, but it has the raisins and the figs. So it's those dark fruits as opposed to medium and light fruits. They both carry kind of crossover a lot in the medium. Want to give that basic one. We're going to start in with the first of the bunch. Well known. And I've got the pronunciation here I'm going to look at so I don't butcher this. The proper pronunciation on this is Duchesse De Bourgogne. A lot of people call it Duchesse De Bourgogne, but Duchesse De Bourgogne.
I see Duchesse de Bourgogne.
At any rate. It's from Brewery Verhaeghe, I think is how you pronounce it, from Belgium. We're going to get this popped open and then go for it and share this one with you.
La, la, la. Oh! The Duchesse has been popped. Nice smoke coming out of there.
Obviously, we're not going to be able to judge on the head much with this, but we know we're going more for the aroma and taste anyway. So, this is a kind of a ruby red to brown.
Yes.
In color, brownish ruby red.
I'd say so.
And actually, I'm surprised how clear it actually is. It might be a slight haze, but it could be a chill haze.
But it's very clear. There's
it is very clear.
There's no cinnamon at all in it. It's a very clean beer. Very well done, which is part of being a Flemish. So that's very clean.
All right, let's get a nose.
Ooh,
oh wow! I get cherries. I got a balsamic vinegar kind of a scent right away.
Yeah, a little bit. I picked up a tart cherry is what I pick up.
Yeah, kind of a tart fermented cherry scent. It's kind of hard with a small pour to get as much aroma. Oh, as I got really into it, I can pick up some of the malt, almost a caramel.
Yeah.
With that, mostly
I almost smell
the sour and vinegar is
with
coming
it.
through. I got a little bit of wood.
Or not smokiness. I'm thinking tobacco.
Oh yeah. I get a little bit like a sour apple, like a green apple almost. What say we get a taste of this?
Let's get a taste on this.
Wow.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh, it just really changes all the way through. At the beginning, you really get a lot of the fruit, and you got a lot of sweet characteristics coming through. then it really starts changing in the middle. You get some of the vinegar.
Yeah, you do.
And then the sour comes through. Kind of at the
I like
back.
that sour at the end.
But wow, it just really, there's a big curve of the flavor. I'm getting like a sweet, tart cherry flavors. I still think I get like maybe the slightest bit of an apple or something.
I don't know. I get like almost a light apple cider vinegar almost in there.
Yeah. Yeah, almost to an apple cider vinegar more than the balsamic that I was getting
You
on
get like
the,
a soft
on the
wine
nose.
in there, like a sweet red that's very soft, earthiness. It's got so much flavor because it's got the sour in there too.
It's got the sour, just the lightest bit of funk. I wouldn't call it a real funky one though. And almost some brown, almost a little bit of brown, like brown sugar apple flavor.
Oh yeah.
Guests are arriving. We're gonna keep drinking.
Oh yes, we are.
Now we're gonna hold off on rating this. You're gonna see it all together meshed. But we're actually gonna taste through the whole series and then come back through and rate them after.
I think it's a great idea because let's get a standard on what we think is
That's right.
the best. All right, here it is.
Flemish Red Ale number 2.
Yes.
It's the Rodenbach Grand Cru from Belgium.
Yes.
And they're calling
Flemish
this
Red.
one a Flemish Red Brown Ale in theirs. So it enjoys a special status in Belgium as the traditional regional product. Rodenbach Grand Cru is a blend of young ale, 33%, and that has matured for 2 years, 67%.
Man, that sounds pretty gosh darn good to me.
Which is pretty typical. You get like an 18, sometimes an 18-month. This one's a 2-year on the older.
Yes, you see it here at Clements Homebrew. Short stem. Got tons of carbonation.
Okay, so this is supposedly a blend of the red and brown, and sure enough, this has more of a brown to
definitely.
red tones.
Almost has somewhat of a haziness to it.
It's not quite as clear. It's fairly clear, but not quite as clear as the other. Let's get a nose on this one. I'm not getting as much of the balsamic or apple vinegars on this. It's there.
Got the more Flanders Red smell to it, as I would call it.
I'm getting a little bit of the almost malts and maybe possibly brown sugar or something. I'm getting a little bit of date in that.
Yeah. It is a little bit darker.
It is.
Get an oakiness to it. A little bit.
But the sour, the acidity isn't as strong.
But you get a little bit in it. I mean, it's hard with a small.
Yeah, it's hard with a small
like
glass to really give it true justice. And that's where taste is going to be the king. So, I say, cheers, Merry Christmas Eve.
That's awesome.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot different. It's a little bit more sour at the beginning, not as crisp and fruity. Like it's a darker fruitiness.
Well, I don't know if I agree. I think that it's crisp, but I agree it's not as fruity in the same way. There's a little bit of acidity on it. It's not a sour. Or it's a different sour, you know?
Yeah.
The fruits are different. It's a real interesting mix. This is very complex.
You got more sour at the end on that one.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm getting like,
It's
I don't
just
know,
a
like,
darker-
I get some cranberry, I get some apple.
Yeah, you get the cranberry, the apple. It's just a little bit darker base, a little bit more more towards, to me almost, it's more heavier in the apple cider.
Yeah, I'm getting a hint of the cherry.
The vinegar, the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, yeah. I get some grapiness to it. Like but not like a light grape. It makes me think of a red grape. I mean, like the purple kind of grapes.
I like it. Hints of like Martinelli's grape.
Yeah, it's like a darker grape. Possibly cranberry. There's just a whole load of mixed fruits in this one.
There is.
But it's...
You get a bit of cherry, though.
Yeah, and it's more towards currants and wine flavor in it to me almost. It's a deeper taste.
Well carbonated, though. I like
And
that.
that time I picked up a little bit more of the date again. So this has some of the darker fruit in it.
I like it.
Wow.
All right, well, I think it's time to
Very,
move on to the next.
very fun. This next beer, I've just heard really good things from local people that have had it, and it got some really great ratings out there. This one's from Brewery Bockor in Belgium, if I'm saying it right, I don't know. And it's the
Bockor.
Cuvée des Jacobins is how I'm going to pronounce that. Feel free to correct me. I've heard this one's just fantastic.
Get the pour. Oh my.
Very effervescent. Put that up there. Go ahead and put that right on up
Oh
there.
yeah, look at that. That just... Can't tell, but like when you first dump it right in there, it just has a lot of life to it.
Oh my.
It's kind of crazy because the fizz came away, or the head went away very quickly.
Yeah, and that's kind of typical for the Flemish ale, the Flanders Reds.
Yeah.
That you see that just big.
And then, see, it makes me definitely think that the last one was definitely a lot murkier because this one is clear again.
This one's clear and this is more closer to the ruby red with some brown mix.
It's got the ruby red.
Yeah.
Tiny bit of brown.
Beautiful color.
It's cool because it's like, it's a little bit almost more brown at the bottom with a light there, but then as it gets thicker, it's more red.
But lots of fine bubbles coming out.
Tons of
very,
bubbles.
very fun. And then it just kind of cleared out. Let's get a nose on this one.
Woo! There we go.
Oh, okay.
That's a strong, like a
Tart and sour,
vinegar
like
taste
sour
or smell to it?
cherries.
Yeah. It's a tart sour smell.
Yeah, but I got some sweet in there as well.
This one smells more like the typical sour beer that I would smell these days.
I got some like vanilla off of that, some nice vanilla. There's a lot of fruits going on. I think there's some honey in this.
Maybe.
I got a little strawberry that time. We're really not doing this justice by having it in such small glasses, but now I got more sour cherry.
I get a lot of sour cherry. I was getting the hints of strawberry like you talked about.
Yeah, and some sweetness. Almost got like a sweet honey with yogurt scent off that. Okay.
It's like it's really crisp and has that vinegar smell to it, or that sour smell, and then it's like very calm at the same time. It's
Yeah. You're right, because then you go to that honey and almost a creaminess.
it's almost smooth.
This should be very
Alright,
fun.
let's do
Very
this.
fun. Cheers.
This one will be fun.
Oh my gosh.
Which means no one left a note, right?
Woo! There's just a lot of sour cherry hitting you with some vinegar and tart.
Quite tasty.
I got more of like that honey with yogurt taste.
Wow.
And I got some apple and
That
pear.
sour cherry just kind of lingers in my mouth.
Mom, you should read this.
I like that.
This will give you appreciation.
It's quite an awesome, like sweet and sour flavor there. You can perceive there's a little bit of oak, in it, but your sours and things are so predominant. But oh yeah, I definitely got more of the oaky flavor that came through that time.
That one had a lot more oaky flavor.
Some of that acidity kind of hangs in there, just kind of lingers on. A little bit of the like a light apple cider vinegary kind of thing going on.
That one's pretty good. I like that one.
It almost has hints of the brownish side too. It's just, wow.
I'm
That
getting
one-
some good funk.
That one's really, yeah. Yeah, it does
I
have
like
a little
that.
bit of funk in it. It's,
The funk
that
sour.
one's just fantastic, I gotta say. Okay,
Here it
number
comes.
4,
Dun, dun, dun.
Flanders Fred. This has a special place in our heart. Now the thing is, we gotta say, this is technically not a Flanders Red Ale. It's Flanders Fred. This is a collaboration beer. And it's a collaboration with Dirk Naudts, if I'm saying that right, with the Proef Brewery, and Alan Sprints of Hair of the Dog, which is a local favorite. Gotta love it. And it's bottle conditioned. It's a blend of a Flanders sourced lambic with a collaborated brew version of the Fred from Hair of the Dog. So it's those two combined. And that's kind of exciting. So now technically though, this again is a Belgian strong ale. It's technically not a Flanders Red.
So we've had our Flanders.
But you
We
know,
have our super Flanders.
we had to throw this into the mix. And a lot of these should be very easy for you to find locally. So we're gonna get into it.
Not this one though.
Well,
Yeah!
nice.
Ooh.
Got a nice pop.
Ooh.
Love when you get the nice pop.
Nice pop. Here comes the pour. Ooh. I was expecting it to be more red, darker.
Yeah, no, this is a
Oh yeah.
pale ale actually, Belgian strong pale ale.
Oh, look at that.
Now, all these other ones, just
Kind of murky at the top, but kind of clears up.
for comparison, the other beers were 5.5 to 6%. But in the true tradition of Hair of the Dog with this blend, this one comes out at 7.5.
Oh,
A very
darn.
happy ale. So let's get a nose on this one. Woo. Woo, I got I want to say I got apricot and honey right away.
I think I like that one.
But I got some citrus too. I get some sour though. I don't know what all sour. It's like a sour apricot, sour cherry, lemon, tangerine, honey. I'm getting more tangerine now.
I'm getting honey.
Lots and lots of honey and a little bit of funky grassy notes on there.
I'm getting a little sour in there.
But a lot of sweet honey off of this.
Pear shape
Yeah.
was a weird.
Just hints of the sour
It's not.
vinegar aspect, but not so much. It's another very complex beer. So we're gonna just dive in, right?
Her little butt. Yeah,
She's got a.
she always. It's just.
Well, this is a very, very.
Walk down the hall and she has her little.
Oh my.
It doesn't go in the same category. It's a blend. I got some sweet pale malts, I would say, almost right away.
It was in Mexico.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
Yeah.
Excellent.
A hint of caramel, a hint of toffee,
Can I please get
a little bit of oak. You get some of a little bit of funk.
You get a little funk, a little oak. I get a little sour.
together?
Not as much cherry.
Go. Sit.
Get that Flanders taste to it.
Yeah, you got just a hint of the cherry, but I'm getting more of the apricot side
We have a cat now.
with a little
Very
honey,
sour apricot.
but it kind of blends. Yeah, sour
It's
apricot.
almost as an unripened apricot. Like if you get like a green apricot, that's kind of what it tastes.
Yeah, I've seen apricots and honey. I want to think of that taken, to the sour side,
But then you get that strong ale aspect of it
We just saw one.
You do, you get the malts.
because it gets a little bit darker at the end with the malts. But it's still sour, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it just really it just keeps taking you back and forth.
I'll tell you what, if you're a Flanders kind of guy, this would be a fun ale to drink for you.
This is a very
This
fun,
is really good.
very, very fun.
All right, so that kind of puts together our little tasting.
Little taster. I don't know, because this is not a standard tasting. I think we're going to just say what we like best, what you should try.
Right. So I'm gonna go right back through. I'm gonna go from. We're gonna go from
The-
the first.
To the Duchesse De Bourgogne.
Yeah. So let's
Duchesse
try
de
this one.
Bourgogne.
Oh, this one seems a lot darker. Smell.
Cameras.
Now, I've had this on tap before, by the way. In fact, twice. He's had a little bit on tap. He doesn't remember probably, but
That's probably trash.
right.
This is a lot sweeter than I remember.
This is very sweet. Has a lot of the cherry in it. A lot of the dark cherry with the sweet and sour aspect of it.
At first, this seemed very, very sour, but this is quite the sweet taste, actually.
After drinking the others, yeah. This is. I'm gonna be having more of this.
That one's really good. All right,
That's great. All right.
I'm gonna go through.
All right. Now we're gonna go to the Rodenbach Grand Cru.
All right, back to the Grand Cru.
Reception.
Oh, it's so big.
Oh, sheesh.
Darker, get more of the dark fruits again. Yeah, I totally see it.
Get some of the dark fruits, the
Get
brown.
that like prune or something like that. Get that brown taste.
Now you get some more plum. It's like biting into a.
And then you can get
I want to call it a San Joaquin plum with the skin on, because
Yeah, plum.
you get the sweetness from the plum, but you get
I said that wrong.
that sour bite off the skin. You know,
I said prune earlier. I meant plum because that's what it is. It's a plum.
it's a plum.
Prune's way too sweet. This is definitely a plum.
So the Duchesse De Bourgogne, that's got a lot of the cherry. Got a lot of plum coming off the Rodenbach.
Here comes the next one.
All right, this is the Cuvée des Jacobins.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
This
This
one,
one's still-
to me, tastes more like what I call a true Flemish red. It's got
This
the
is
sours.
really good. It's got the sours going. It's got that nice cherry taste to it. This one just explodes with flavor.
It does. I think you're right. This one just bursts on your mouth. It just. These have different flavors.
It's actually
This one
nice
just bursts on your
to
tongue.
taste these as they've settled down
Yeah,
and we're going back through. And this one has the most pizzazz to it.
it really does. It's.
Because Eric can grow here, here, and creepy
I
here.
like that.
So can grow here.
Yeah, mine don't grow.
Holy bejeebers.
Oh, see, that's not bad thing. This is.
And here it comes.
I trim this.
Yeah, you don't. Otherwise, it gets in your mouth.
Oh.
Intriguing.
And again, this is not a Flanders red. This truly is leaning towards that Belgian strong pale ale. On the
So
lighter
sweet.
side of a strong, but
I got the Duchesse again. And now I got our collaboration.
Yeah, realize the difference or just
very fun. Different beer though.
Yeah.
Wow. All
Strong
right.
ale. Nice and sweet.
I may go for numbers. So here's what I'm gonna do. Are you ready to go? Cause I'm ready to rock and roll on this one.
Numbers?
I'm gonna order them somewhat, and then kind of I might even throw some numbers in. I have to say I've got to go. Number one, I actually have the bottles still here, some of them in the fridge. Right here. That's the one. Cuvée
That-
des Jacobins
I
by
agree.
Brouwerij Bockor.
I agree. That one is good.
It is to me, a true Flanders red. It has a very complex amount
Tasty.
of flavors. All kinds of fruits and things going on in it. And it just explodes on your tongue. I don't know how else to say it. It really does.
Yeah.
Packs this punch. For my personal taste, number 2 is the Duchesse
I completely agree.
de Bourgogne.
I completely agree on that one.
Duchesse de Bourgogne.
That one's
The
really good.
sweet cherries on
Sweet
it.
cherries. Definitely.
And I've had it on tap twice,
lot.
and I still love it. The
That's good.
dark, sweet cherries with other things going on are fantastic. I can't put the Flanders Fred even in the category. I just got to rate these
we
three.
can't.
It's a different animal. So finally I go with the Rodenbach Grand Cru.
Yeah. But that was more of a brown.
It's a mix of
Flanders.
red and brown, and so
So-
it's a different ale.
It is a different ale.
We really need to have a true brown tasting sometime.
Yeah,
in the
that would
future.
be fun. And then maybe throw that one in the mix again.
Guests are arriving. We're gonna keep rating as fast as we can so we can get drinking and
I'm not rating
merrymaking.
anything. I'm good to go.
I'm like what's your? Oh, you had the same order as me.
Yeah, I was the same order.
We
That was
followed
completely-
right on through.
Yeah, no, those were completely.
And if I gotta say, the Cuvée de Jacobins, I'm gonna jump that baby. I'm giving that baby a 98. I just think for the style and everything that I understand about the style and reading and comparisons, that baby is there. I'm giving it a 98. It's fantastic. The Duchesse De Bourgogne, for Flanders Red, if we're going by that, that's my number 2. I think the flavor and everything is just fantastic. I'm giving that one a 96. And for me, the Grand Cru Rodenbach, I'm giving a 95. I think it's very good, very close. It's a different style. No, actually, I'm going to go 94. Because it's a mix. It's not really Flanders Red. Truly, they had to throw it into a category, but it's a mix of the two. So, that's my take. Now, as far as a strong ale goes, I'm going to have to come back and try the Flanders Red one, or the Flanders Fred.
I just love seeing that one pop.
Now, the Flanders Fred Ale, Belgian Strong Pale Ale, and it is an ale.
It is an ale.
An overall rating, though, this is a very fun beer for a sour. I'm going 94. I'm really enjoying it. For me, a 94.
And don't worry, it's Christmas, so I don't have to rank anything. I'm gonna enjoy it all.
You know what,
That's how it's
folks?
gonna be.
I don't think you can hardly go wrong with any one of these beers.
These are all good.
But of the three,
I suggest them all.
I think the hardest one to find is either going to be the Flanders Fred or this one, our number 1 of the evening. I suggest if you've not had it, Cuvée de Jacobins from Brouwerij Bockor, NV, Belgium.
Go find it, guys.
It's the winner.
Oh, the winner.
Clements Homebrew. We're just here to say life is too short
To drink cheap beer. We'll see you.
on the next beer review. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And a Happy New Year, Christmas Festivus.
Tim was here.
Yeah.
Right in the town.